Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly focus for the week of August the 12th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Okay, let's go to the cards and see what they have to reveal to us. Okay, let's see what we got here. My goodness, the Ten of Cups. Are you kidding me? So you have the Ten of Cups here, Aquarius. That is amazing energy. Amazing energy. This is about your best life ever. This is about you stepping into or creating some facet, some part of your life, right in alignment with where you want to go, what you want to step into long term down the road. That's beautiful energy. So it's about growing the relationship, growing the abundance, the prosperity, the love, the health, the well-being, all of it. And we're going to figure out where exactly that really locks into our week and our habits, our behaviors, what we're doing during the week. The Two of Pentacles is our first card. So it's going to be a busy week for you. Absolutely. This is about keeping your focus, your attention on what you want to step into, where you want to go, what you want to create. Okay, the things that you have been asking for are the things that you need to put your focus on right now. Don't let uh, arguments, conflicts, dramas, chaos get in your way right now, if at all possible. I know Mercury's retrograde, so that's a big ask, but there are things coming into your world right now that you have been asking for, that you have been seeking, searching for, and they're starting to become tangible. The two ships are coming into port here, both bringing incredible opportunities towards you. So where's your focus? Where's your attention? I would have to ask you with this card. And I would think it's about growing the abundance, or it's about growing the prosperity. It is a Pentacles. Our next card is the Nine of Wands. So a path opens up to you here. A brand new path opens up. Okay, so let's start at the beginning here. Let's not, let's take a deep breath and really look at this card. First of all, you see the ones in the background, okay? They started out the same way, like the one you're holding in your hand, that little stubby twisted gnarled thing, that wand, they all started out that way. And look at how you have walked through that path. You They're straight, they're tall, they have great foliage on them, great growth on them. And now you stand there dressed in red and white. So, red is your passions, your desires, your courage. White is new beginnings. And you're sizing it up right now. You're trying to weigh out the risk, the potential. You're trying, so you might be going through this little debate in your mind, or maybe you're debating it with other people or having these conversations, and it's kind of like back and forth, pro and con kind of stuff. Uh, I could see that happening this week. Maybe you're just grabbing a piece of paper and writing it down, but I'm getting more of a sense that you're doing it with somebody else, because in your happily ever after, in your best life ever, there's at least one more person of strength and maybe others surrounding you. Okay. So right now we're kind of in this, we want to go forward. We're considering this path. This is something that we've wanted. We were hoping for it to be a little bit more, maybe have more context before we actually said, yes, this is what we're going to do, or a little bit more security in our steps. But maybe it is a bigger risk that we have to take under this time. It's about believing in ourselves then. And what is your dream? What is your desire? Okay, another card. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, the giant pentacle is turning, telling you that you are moving into new energy, that you are stepping into new beginnings, new adventures. Uh, yeah, new opportunities, new learning experiences, perhaps. The energy is shifting, the energy is changing. I feel this tapping on my shoulder. It's driving me nuts. Um, a note. Um, They made me lose my train of thought. Something is nudging you forward. That's what I'm going to say. Something is nudging you forward, okay? Or there's this distraction that's going to keep trying to pull you off of looking at the new beginnings, experiencing the beautiful energy, recognizing the beautiful energy that's around you at the present time. You're being like distracted here, okay? And this card is definitely distractions because you're busy. You're doing a lot of things. You've got a lot on the plate right now. There's lots of things to think about, decisions to be made, and here you have this new path on top of it opening up to you, or maybe that's a part of it. We have the Eight of Swords overriding this energy. So we are doing a lot of thinking. We're looking at this, maybe, we're taking in a more complex approach to looking at it. Once again, I kind of get this debating kind of thing where you're sitting there and you're doing pros and cons. So maybe this is a relationship, maybe it's with your spouse, and you're talking about moving to a bigger house or a different neighborhood, or buying a second piece of property, or we're going to be entering it's some kind of new path forward. Maybe it's a partnership and you're designing this mind to step into this new business idea together. And I think there's a lot of thought and a lot of different perceptions that you have to look, different angles that you need to look at in order to really make the right decision. So I'm not sure that we're actually making a decision here yet. So hold on, our focus. We know where our focus needs to be, but there's a lot of thought happening here for you, Aquarius. A lot more than I thought would be present, but we have to have this faith, or maybe we'll even feel a sense of liberation and freedom as we move into this energy towards the end of the week. Maybe we'll feel that sense of renewal, that rebirth kind of energy here. But I think you are contemplating, I think you are thinking about going in forward in new paths, new adventures, and where you might feel that you couldn't go forward before, and understanding how you can go forward in some way. We have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is our energy cradling all of this. And this is saying, yeah, you've been very successful in the past. You've made a lot of right choices in order to get to the here and now, Aquarius. That is very evident. But it's not a time to kick up your feet and rest. This is a time for forward motion. This is a time for you to set the new goals, to step into the new beginnings, to keep moving forward. And what you thought was an obstacle is not an obstacle. In fact, that obstacle is rather an opportunity moving you forward to your best life ever. As we walk into the week, we have the Five of Swords, so we have to have a healthy ego. Don't push people away just because you don't like what they're saying to you, because there could be some very positive criticism in those words, letting you see something in a way that you weren't seeing it before, a new perspective, a new ideal of what could be a different choice that you hadn't considered. Okay, and there are people that will just try and pull you down, poke holes in anything you say that's positive. So, of course, we're going to make space with those people, but this is having a healthy ego, not shutting down, not and I think as you start the week, this is almost an energy where you liked a lot of people around you and now you want them all to go away, kind of energy. Just get out. And that gives you time to think. That gives you time to contemplate for the new beginnings, the new starts, the strategies. Okay. So that would probably be a good way to handle your week. If there's a lot of people around you, enjoy them at the beginning, but then you guys have to go, because I have to focus on my intentions going forward, my happily ever after, my best life ever. As we leave the week, the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles says, that there's no shortcuts here. You know that you have to give it consistent effort in order to grow into what you see it to be in your mind at the present moment, but you have the capabilities. It's about one brushstroke at a time. It's about being in the moment. It's about making every move and every word really count. So that means we need to pull it back. We need to have that perspective of what we want to say and what we want, how we want the response to be because of what we're saying as well, right? We want to be clear and concise in anything that we are actually talking about or moving forward in. This is moving us towards exactly where we want to be, but we know that if it sounds too good to be true, chances are it is. Watch your money, watch how you are utilizing your money. Are you wasting it on things that go unused, or it would be just as easy for you to do those things, make the coffee at home rather than buying it at a drive-through in order to save. But this is more of the creation of the investment of your path going forward. And I would have to say with this card, it's to allow your creativity into the mix here, to allow your inner expression to come out, okay, and your joy and your happiness, and create those giggles and laughter, for goodness sakes. Okay, work and career, we have the Four of Cups. It's being grateful for where you are at the present moment, what you have to work with, your talents, your abilities, to take stock of who you are. And in some ways, I think you've put yourself in a square box and you kind of fit, but you really don't, because once you pop out, you'll never get back in that box again. It's about understanding that you have so much more to offer than you are currently offering, and you are given an opportunity to step into something new. Do you value yourself? Do you see your talents, your abilities, your unique self? And yes, there could even be something where we need a learning experience or a mentor to come in here and guide us along our path. Absolutely. This is something that you've kind of dreamed about as well. And it's because of the past successes that you are even able to go and pick up that wand and go forward. So this is about being grateful and knowing that things are going to get better, knowing that you're stepping into a brand new tomorrow, knowing that it may take hard work and day by day, the consistency of giving it our energy, our time, our resources in order to move forward in the way we want will bring in the successes that we desire long term. When it comes to relationships, we have the Three of Wands. Oh, we are considering look at this. We might be looking at our past relationships. We may be looking at our present relationships. We may be looking at what we want for future relationships in our life. Okay, all three could be on the board here with this card. It's action though. So we are well, maybe you thought you really couldn't have true love, and now you're realizing you can. And you can step into that love. Maybe you're entering a new relationship or a new stage of the relationship. And you're saying, do I really want to do this? Is this really where I want to go? But the past has prepared you to actually go forward. It's if you believe in yourself or not. If you believe that you can be successful in this endeavor, in this new relationship, or this relationship that is maturing, growing, strengthening into something more than it originally was. So the transformation of the relationships in your life, and it's understanding a little bit about where you thought it couldn't be, or it shouldn't be, or it mustn't be, and it is. And once you celebrate that fact, this is about letting in joy, a young energy, obviously a young energy with these cards on the board, to renew that relationship, to bring it in stronger, to step in that relationship. I think you're going to be looking at the pros and cons. Is there, new love here? Well, if you've been thinking that you weren't worthy of love, but you really want somebody to come into your life, this would be a time when they do appear, and it could be a very strong path that you walk with them. I don't think there's superficiality here this week in with what you want in a relationship. You want to know the direction of where that relationship is going before you even have your first date, kind of thing. Not a wise, icebreaker conversation. I'll just, let you know on that. But you are looking and looking at some of the lessons you've learned, some of the wisdom you've picked up through different relationships in your life. And these relationships could even be associated with work and career or your community. One more card. We got the Hangman. So the hangman, we're pulling it back, we're thinking it through, we're understanding exactly, maybe we're understanding our relationships. In that case, take the emotion out of it as you view those different stages of different relationships in your past. Okay, or maybe you're looking at the current one. This is a card to release the emotion and from the event, from the happening, from the situation, and only put through like a logical. Okay, so what else can I tell you here? Think things through. Okay, even if this is the perfect opportunity for you to go forward in different areas of your life, it's good to be present, be in the moment, meditate on it, pray on it, have those conversations seemingly with yourself, understanding how you can go forward with a balance, with a harmony, because of your decisions, because of your choices. Yeah, a beautiful week, a very transformative week for you, Aquarius. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.